and see them for $10. The Divine teaching us nobody takes anything. Don't build your life thinking that your material world is going to go anywhere. It's a complete waste of time. You need it enough to eat, to breathe, to rent your home, to take care of your family, to take care of your way, and other than that, put no desire into your material life, but build your spiritual reality. So Sayyidina Isa begins to take us for an ascension. So I'm going to lift you up, and I'm the resurrector. That animal characteristic must die, and you must be resurrected towards your heavenly reality. That in paradise is only the paradise and the real beings. Animal being must stay. So reaching a state of death before death. That all the desires have gone, and all the love of divine is there, as if you are dead in this world. And people don't understand you. So how come you don't have interest? We want to go out here, we want to go out there, we want to do this, we want to do that, and you have no interest in your heart for that. You have more interest just to sit and do your meditation, your contemplation, to be in heavenly associations because you feel that emanation and your soul moving in the lights of those emanations. You are dead in this world and you exist merely out of divine love. The saints have no desire to be living in this world. When they reach the state of death before death, they have the ability to stop their heart and their body fall dead and leave, and everybody can come and bury them. But their promise with divine presence is that you stay in existence and you guide people back to the path that you're aware of. Because you cannot guide through something you don't understand and have not experienced. It would be the blind leading the blind. So awliyaullah, what makes the saints saints is they have died. They reached the nucleus. They're now in existence to come back and take people on a path of fellowship. The fellowship of the ring. They take everybody back on that path into that divine presence. They've traversed. They know all the tricks. They know all the things that you're going to, like going on a tour guide. At this point, something scary is going to jump out of that side over there. Don't worry, look this way. And as soon as you go this way, oh, it's going to be a drop. A very steep drop. They're taking you on their path. They're not taking you on an imaginary path, and they're not taking you on another sheikh's path. That's why each of the schools are named like Naqshbandiya, means it's a Naqshbandiya path that they have died, traversing that path, they come back to the beginning and now start taking a fellowship of like-minded seekers. And they walk that exact same path. They know every pebble of that path. They know everything that's going to come. Otherwise, how they can be a guide? A guide means you have seen and you know where you're going. If you're unseen and unknown is not guidance. It would be called guessing. And they wouldn't be guides, they would be good guessers. Where what's happening, I have no idea. Well, let's wait to see. The secret of guidance is they've walked that path and they're taking us to that reality. Sayyidina Isa begins to resurrect us. So your animal desires have died. You are now from the people of paradise. If you're from the people of paradise, we take you to the hands of Sayyidina Muhammad. And he is the master of annihilation. He is the master of completing your death, putting no importance on yourself and annihilating yourself in divinely presence. But once you move into that divinely presence, you're nothing. Qashya, you're dust. He's the owner of Surah Al-Kawthar. وَصَلِّ رَبِّكَ وَانْهَرْ means pray to your Lord and sacrifice. He's the master ﷺ of sacrifice. His family and his companions are the example of sacrifice. That they have laid their lives, laid their property, everything has been completely obliterated for that divine presence. Means you cannot go to someone to teach you annihilation who has not annihilated. That's why Sayyidina Ibrahim, peace and blessings be upon him, doesn't teach you about annihilation. Because he was asked to sacrifice his son and he couldn't. His heart shook, a lamb was given, and Ismail was sent. So Sayyidina Ibrahim comes and teaches us, sacrifice property, sacrifice wealth, sacrifice character. But when you're delivered to Sayyidina Isa, he's each master teaching, each prophet teaching from their mastery. The Sayyidina Isa says, I have no father. I'm the only one who can teach you this reality. I don't have that wildness. I will teach you how to die. Leave that material being and move towards your heavenly being. And I take you to the master of annihilation, and he's the master of annihilating yourself in divine presence. He's the secret of binary code. He's the secret of the code between Ahmad wa Ahad, and nothing comes between that code, between 1 and 0. Teaches us that in that divinely presence, you are nothing, you are dust. Don't show yourself. Annihilate yourself. There can only be one in that divinely presence. So all the prophets are teaching us that reality, teaching us to look into that mirror. The meditation, Naqshbandi meditation, based on that understanding, we are nothing. Or that character must be brought down through the teachings of awliyaullah, through the teachings of our Naqshbandi saints, the example of the life of all the prophets, how to bring that down, look to them as the example. As soon as we begin to meditate and contemplate, we're breathing bizikrahu, in, hu, out, seeing ourselves as the physical body like asleep, not moving, not doing anything, moving into that ocean of meditation, moving back into that ocean of reality, back to the nucleus. For us to exist in the form, we must exist in the world of light. In that world of light is my reality, is your reality. This is just an illusion. This is an imitated being. Moving into that reality, breathing and seeing ourselves in that reality. When we say seeing ourselves, means through our heart and our faith knowing that we're in that ocean of light, and start to breathe with that chanting. Breathe with that energy coming in front of us, to the right of us, to the left of us, behind us, above us, below us, from all directions, breathing that light. Breathing that energy, asking in that ocean that, my Lord, I'm asking to be nothing and move into that ocean of power. But I'm asking to be in the presence of those mirrors. I'm asking to be in the presence of your prophets, whom you love and you perfected their lights and their souls in that ocean of energy. And I'm asking from that ocean of energy to dress me, to bless me. It means take yourself to that location. That in that location I'm nothing, all I want is energy and light, but in that location where the prophets are. You give your coordinates. It's like saying on the GPS, I want to go to the Friday Zikr. What does that mean? Put the coordinates in. Then the voice tells you, we are now plotting out a route for you. And tells you step by step, left, right, left, right, left, right, how to get to your destination. So then awliya Allah are teaching us, because they are in that destination. They know exactly where they are, and they know exactly where their feet are, and they're teaching us, put your GPS address in. That you want to be in that ocean of power, you want to be breathing in that ocean of power, you want to be in the presence of all the prophets. That I don't know who you're going to put me with. I'm not asking to be with Haji Baba, I'm asking to be with the prophets of God. Ya Rabbi, you sent them as prophets, I'm asking to be with them. If you're pleased with them, be pleased with me. What you dress them, dress me. And then see ourselves in that ocean, and breathing in that ocean, asking to be dressed from that ocean. Then we ask from their power and from their might. What the Divine has dressed these saints is they begin to lower a veil in our heart, and they allow the receiver within the heart to connect with that light. Like a beam of light traveling faster than the speed of light, it connects back into that reality. You don't have to be teletransported anywhere. Nobody has to pick you up and move you somewhere. The body isn't going anywhere. Nor do you want to take that, what they call like that camel, into the Divine Palace. Hey, it's a camel. It's something not meant for divine presence. You want the reality of the soul in divine presence. That soul is a light. It can move faster than the speed of light. It can connect into that ocean of light, but what's blocking it is no permission. We have not purified and perfected ourselves. So we ask through their backstage pass, through their permission, through what they have been granted, grant us an access. Grant us through what you have been granted an access, and drop that veil. For just a moment, they drop that veil, and at the speed of light and faster, you see yourself in that ocean, you feel yourself in that ocean, and then that communication begins. The greater reality, the higher consciousness, is communicating with the lower consciousness, and begins to send the signal, begins to send the energy, begins to send the coordinates. The more and more we're practicing that, the more and more we'll begin to open from that reality, where now the lower consciousness is being fed from the higher conscious, and then there is no difference. It means it's real-time connection for these masters. That real-time connection is constantly coming to their heart, and their greater reality in divine presence is always dressing their physicality, hence the abundance of energy. And we said the energy for the association is like a microwave. That you step into the association, they can begin to punch their codes, and immediately everybody become heated. Everybody become energized, and you begin to feel a tremendous heat on the back of your neck. It means you are cooking. The reality of that light and that energy begins to hit the soul, and the soul is in ecstasy and bringing in that energy. We pray that they open for us those realities, they open for us these lights, these energies, and that we are weak servants in the face of tremendous difficulties, tremendous hardships that are coming to humanity, that we see all around us suffering beyond our imagination. Visualize that suffering, and visualize our families and our loved ones. It can happen to us in an instant. Everything in one shout, it was but one shout, and everything was destroyed. So anytime we see hardships, visualize ourselves, that our families, any of us could be in that type of difficulty, and grant us your salvation, grant us your light, grant us your presence, grant us your happiness, and we're leaving our dirtiness and moving towards your realities. Ya Rabbi, open for us from your lights and from the presence of your prophets and from the presence of your malaika and the presence of your awliya. Ila sharaf al-Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wa alihi wa sahbihi kiram wa la mashaykhina fi tariqat al-Naqshbandiyya al-Aliyya khasatan ruhi man tarika qawmika khalika Shaykh Naqshband Muhammad Waisa al-Bukhari. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Yawma ya Rasul ulul amri minkum. Alhamdulillah, from Mawlana Shaykh's teachings and from our humble understandings,